On Tuesday, I hosted a presentation in the AV room on human trafficking in Ireland. It came the day after Minister McEntee published a third action plan for the prevention and combating of this crime and human rights abuses. We heard from Kevin Hyland, an ex-police officer who headed up Scotland Yard anti-human trafficking unit. He was appointed as the UK's first independent anti-slavery commissioner and co-founded the Santa Marta Group, an anti-trafficking charity which works with civil bodies and governments across the world to strengthen protections from vulnerable persons. Also, Sharon Keogan, who is the Director of International Justice Mission's Anti-Human Trafficking Unit in Eastern Europe, who has secured dozens of convictions for traffickers across the EU. While we welcome action plans, these two experts with decades of experience pointed out the following areas where Ireland needs to change. Firstly, the prosecution of trafficking for labour. When a person is trafficked for labour exploitation, this must be prosecuted as a trafficking offence, not as a labour law violation. Where a child is groomed for the purpose of engaging in criminal enterprise, the court must recognise the child as a victim of active grooming where it has occurred and factor this into prosecution. Where the state deports victims of human trafficking back to their home countries, it must do so in cooperation and communication with the government of that state and ensure continuation of care. Too often these people are sent back into the environment or networks which exploitation and trafficking them started in the first place. The state must examine a legal status for victims of trafficking who come forward and report the crime of their exploiter. This breaks the hold of fear of deportation over them from reporting the crime. And finally, the state must recognise victims of human trafficking automatically and as a duty. It cannot be an opt-in system where victims must make an application to be viewed as victims. We need a debate with the Minister for Justice because we are failing on this front in this country. Thank you.
Senator Sharon Keogan this morning made suggestions to the law and changes to the law that would improve human trafficking experiences and hopefully reduce them in Ireland, and has asked for a debate on that, which we will ask for.